Thank you, everyone. I finally decide to, come up with the one of the story that I've always had. The story had been with me since, I think, since February. I got the story since February, but I've been busy. It was a new year. I was sorting some things out in terms of my career, in terms of in short, my personal life. So it's been very kind of hard to comprehend life lifestyle with making videos that has to do with abuse in marriages, especially for men. My name once again is Abiodun. I live in the city called Houston, Texas. Um,
Just to confirm, you've
Shut
entered
up,
through
city.
Houston, Texas?
No, I'm not talking to Siri, man. Siri is interrupting me. I'm not talking to you. So as I was saying, um, personal life took over, handling uh, this program. Aside the fact that I learned some things from past videos and I decided to do this differently. I shouldn't have started the YouTube channel with a live program. I should have just done the videos, recorded them, and then post them. Much later, when the men have the strength to come forward, then we can do live programs. They were not supposed to be live programs. That was a mistake I made. But of course, you can subscribe, you can um, like, subscribe, and uh, you know engage with me. Send me some chat, and I'll respond to you. Just in case you have stories that has that that's more like this. Now, this story, so I don't waste too much time. This story, things are happening in this life. When I heard the story, this is a story of a lady, a nurse, a Jamaican nurse. When I heard the story, I felt it was sad. I don't know why people don't come straight and complain when they come to people for certain benefits. Uh, if you watch some of my videos, immigration benefits are easy to get, especially if you are well educated. I got my benefit based on the fact that I have a master's degree. So all these countries give me their benefit based on the fact that, oh, I have a master's degree that is beneficial to the country. Okay, back to the story of this lady. This lady told me that she was going jejel. She was going on her own. Oh. She's a nurse doing her job jejel. Now, so this lady jammed one Jamaican brother. Don't let me stop. Let me stop speaking broken English. This lady met a Jamaican brother, and the Jamaican brother, we men, we love bomb, we do everything to, you know, make you want to, be with us. We offer you. It's called love bombing. We promise heaven and earth. We do that. Well, maybe I used to do that in the past, but I don't do that anymore. But this brother did everything to this lady, and women, what, what a woman wants is those sweet things, so sweet, those sweet promises, those sweet stories, how beautiful they look, and how this lady was swept off her feet. Cut the long story short, they started dating. They were in a couple of months married, you know. But before the relationship, the lady nurse, was already successful in her career. She's a nurse practitioner, and they're well paid, almost like a doctor. So she's already successful in her practice. She she already had a property. In fact, yeah, she told me she had a property, and she's already she's paying her own mortgage in her name. Now, of course, this brother, in quotes, I'm sure, of course, at the end of the story, the brother was after all those things. The brother moved in with her, started living together as couple. They got married, invited the mother down to the US. The mother also moved in with them. Now, fast forward, This lady will go to work, but the brother will be at home. And the lady was worried, like, are you not working? No, I work from home. The brother would set up a room and make it look like he's an IT, IT staff working in IT. Everybody's working in IT these days. So once they are home, they are working remotely, they are all IT. So this brother will stay indoors while the wife goes to work, but does not contribute anything to the upkeep of the home. He does not support in paying the mortgage. He does not support in childcare because she got pregnant almost immediately. They had the first child. This brother never had papers, so she filed for him, and he got his what they call temporary green card. That is for I think 3 years. I'm not too good with those marriage green cards, but I think you got a temporary green card, which is 3 years. Then after 5 years of being together, you get the permanent green card, which is for 10 years. Then you can keep renewing. Along the line, the brother was getting this lovely sister pregnant. She had the first child. She had the second child. While they were having these kids, the brother, don't forget, the sister already had a house in her name. So the brother told her to, change the document of the house and put his name as, co-owner, as also a beneficiary to the property. Essentially, women, when they are in love, when they already have kids for you, especially the ones that love you, not every one of them loves you, especially the ones that love you, the ones that are in love with you, they take everything hook, line, and sinker because they want to spend the rest of their life. They are operating with you at a level very differently to what the rogue person, it could be a man, it could be a woman too, what the rogue person in that relationship is doing. Most times the pretender is always, is not in full tangent in that relationship. The person is usually not fully committed to the relationship, but the other party will be 150% committed to the relationship, 120%, 180% committed to the relationship, while the other party is not fully committed. So this sister was fully committed. She decided, oh, this is my husband, the father of my kids. Why not? Let's change the document. When this brother got the second green card, which is the permanent one, this the second one, you could even not have finished it, and you could apply for your citizenship, and you could just be renewing it as a green card holder, like I intend to be doing after every 10 years. I'll renew my green card. I don't see any reason why I should have another citizenship when I have the Canadian. So this brother, the moment he got the green card, the second green card, his real self now showed up. Don't forget, the mother lives in the house with them. Before the second green card, he was always going to Ghana, telling the wife, we'll collect money from the wife. Very humble. The wife will lay it bare. This is my earnings and all that. And he will be lying and saying, okay, take care of the home front. I'm building a project for us in Ghana so that it will be like a retirement home. We will go there after, we've worked our lives out here, after our kids are grown, and then we can go back home and, retire and have, let that be like a retirement home. Africa is a lot, sweeter than here. She believed him, and he went ahead, making all those travels and all that. Along the line, within the period of when he was going to get his second green card, he moved a lady into the U.S. in the name of visiting. The lady came into the U.S. with kids, 4 kids, came into the U.S., was living somewhere in the same city. It actually happened in New York. In the same city in New York, but the lady was living differently, in a different apartment. So the lady will visit frequently, say hi, go away, say, oh, that's my sister, my big sister and all that, and the lady will be gone, and life continues. After this brother got the second green card, after he got the permanent green card, this brother changed completely. He started misbehaving in the home. His mother was backing him up fully because, of course, the mother was living in the house. There came a time the brother had actually, had plans on some funny things he wanted to do. He just advised the sister to take a trip to Jamaica. She's a Jamaican sister, right? Beautiful Jamaican sister. To take a trip to Jamaica, go see his parents with the kids. The sister didn't know that this brother had already made plans with real estate persons to buy the property. My sister went for 4 weeks vacation. She came back to a repossessed home, a home that was sold out. She couldn't go in. She was robbed blind. Couldn't find a so-called husband and father of her children. She was dumbfounded. This brother, upon investigation, was married to the lady that he brought in from Ghana with 4 kids. The lady he brought in from Ghana with 4 kids, with the support of his mom. The heart of man is desperately wicked. The heart of man is indeed desperately. In fact, for God to say that the heart of man is desperately wicked, who can know it? God himself said he regretted the day he created humans. When I was listening to this story, I was shedding tears. I didn't want my videos to be long anymore, so I decided to just come and summarize it. If you listen to this sister talk, you'll be teary. You can help it. So the sister had to start from ground zero. She's starting all over again. Meanwhile, in the day of social media now, you can easily find out a lot of things and all that. In fact, she told me that on Facebook there's a channel where there's a particular, whether it's a website or something, that you can actually take a man's picture and find out if the person is dating someone else or not. Does this man belong to anyone else because he's asking me out or something? She just did her investigation and found out that he moved to Tennessee. He moved to Tennessee with the woman he brought from Ghana with his mom. Took the proceeds of the house he sold and moved to Tennessee. She was asking me what she should do. I was like, no, look, I don't interfere in interfere in marriages and relationships, but what I told her was, what lessons have you learned? And the lessons are what I will bring forward. Try and get to know people. Try and get to know people before you even go into bed with them. Try and know how people were raised. Try and do a bit of investigation. The internet does not lie. People post things on the internet, they forget that they might be used in the future. Try and find out all this, and before you start committing, then don't move in together until you're fully married. I wouldn't say you move in until you're fully married, and then for immigration purposes, I would advise you don't. Basically, when you meet people here who are for the most part, people just use people for immigration purposes. They get married for immigration purposes. They don't really get married because they truly love each other. So I will advise people to be very careful when they decide to marry someone. Try and get to know the real reason why people have come into your life. People come into people's life for different purposes. It is important to decipher exactly the reason why someone has chosen to be with you. That is the advice I gave her, and I hope she life smiles at her again. She's getting back on her feet. Of course, the career of her choice is very rewarding, but it's a bit of a setback for her. But she has learned her lessons. The good thing is, she told me that at least she has her children to herself, and that's the joy of her life currently. So she moved on, but the story was pathetic, and I was like, no, I have to share this, and that is why I'm bringing it to everyone. Like I said earlier, I am back, and if I am not throwing out relationship stories, I would always have some immigration stories or life issue stories to bring out at least every week, maybe 2 or 3 videos every week. But I'm back. You can like, you can subscribe, and you can relate with me. You can chat with me. You can chat. Drop some messages on the channel so I can respond to you. And I'll see you some other time. Thank you.